fund on like fest ticket and stuff.
So why do they
it was
have to
never
go
going to
through-
be a thing where, you know what I mean?
Why do they have to go through all of this caution, all of this precaution, and all of these stages because of one pussy's mistake?
It's not because
of
of
one person's
Listen,
document, or because of this documentary.
No, I don't think so.
Way you talk, the way you
Shut
look,
up.
way you stare, and I
That's not how
can't
it
go without you. This pussy will mess everything up.
It's all perception. You know, people just bought into this idea or this festival, and it was sick how, for me, I can't lie, I was really like impressed by the social media strategy. I was like, rah.
It was A1.
Sick.
I thought it was A1.
I think it was so sick. Personally, I don't know. To be honest, a question that I did ask myself is, how did Ja Rule manage to just slide himself away from the entire...
Because no one cares about Ja Rule, really.
It's mad.
Yes. So the Fyre Festival documentary.
The festival that never happened.
Festival. You obviously heard about it before.
Yeah, I watched like the snippets.
You just watched what was online on Twitter.
Yeah, 'cause you know what, yeah, I can't lie. Okay, yeah, no, go on.
What was the conclusion that you came to it by what you saw on Twitter?
Them people be lying.
Who's them?
They and the Ja Rules.
Listen, okay. So let me just say it because I've watched the documentary, obviously.
But I think that Ja Rule's involvement was very, what's it called? There's like an affiliated involvement.
Yeah, he was oblivious to that.
affiliated involvement. So, yeah, go on.
You know when someone tries to make it seem like as if, imagine Cherry B's got you feeling merry like this,
I'm
you
just
know?
so tired.
Boom, boom, clap. So basically, jeez, man, going like that. You know,
Oh
things
my
and culture.
God.
So I was watching the festival, and like everyone else, I was shocked because these guys finessed a lot of people. And more importantly, like, let's be honest, everyone can agree the most heartbreaking scene was the lady that was running the place, innit? And she was saying, yo, they bailed on me, I had to pay everyone's wages, and people were like going crazy at me, and I was left for nothing. I was like, fam, when you're at that scale, but at the same time, like, con men are everywhere, you know what I'm saying? So when we think, when I'm thinking about UK festivals, I'm just saying opportunists are opportunists. Like, if you have enough P and you like music, you're gonna try and make a music festival. And them dons, they weren't trying to rob people in the beginning. Like, they really thought they were gonna make a music festival. 100%. You get me? And shit started popping off, but he taking up bare money from a bank. He'd already sold tickets. He was like, fam, the only way I'm gonna get is forward. And you could see in the thing, man was delusional as fuck. You know?
100%.
He had people around him. People were like, yeah, we might be able to do this. And he just heard might, and he was like, cool, there's a chance. So
It was a bunch of rich, privileged white kids that lost thousands of pounds because they were stupid enough to pay Billy, and they knew nothing of the festival. You're an idiot.
Let's eat cheese sandwich.
I
don't make them apply for you.
I loved it.
Impossible.
Impossicans. I loved it. I thought it was hilarious. And then you got man like Andy that was ready to do the for the water.
To suck some dick.
Listen.
Water, you know. It's never that serious.
It's never that
my
serious,
friend.
but I rate him still.
I rate the hustle.
I rate him still.
He was
Look,
funny.
I thought the whole thing was incredibly so the documentary was great. It showed how stupid Ja Rule is. Ja Rule, you're a
Big.
Ja Rule said, no, it's not fraud, it's false advertisement. I say, yeah, see you. You're stupid.
To be honest, like, he wasn't really a star attraction with none of the whole thing. It just so happened to be quite funny that we had to add this to his record of L's. What I took from it is I'm grateful. I'm very grateful for water. You know how grateful I am for this, because I didn't have to suck no dick to get this bottle of water.
Mad.
Best believe. So yeah, shout out Fyre Festival, innit? But I was laughing. I thought the whole thing was hilarious. I thought people got duped. You spending 10 grand on it, boy, do your homework. You went and spent 10 grand on a first ever festival for a company. Got more money than sense.
I know, but the thing is, have you looked at the PowerPoint? Like the presentation or whatever?
Of all the thing, you get a whole island, you get
Yeah,
to come
yeah.
in there, and everything's nice. But when they said it's Pablo Escobar's island,
Yeah.
one quick Google search would have completely just showed you that it was not that. And then more questions, more flags, more things.
Yeah.
Like, you don't just show up and then queue up. Like, they were queuing to somewhere that they wasn't even going nowhere. Like, they were queuing to try and find out what's going on. No one was there. The only people that are there are the drivers that are dropping off saying, you are here. And they're driving past here in these tents and shit, thinking, yo, oh, look how shit this area is. Little do they know, they just pay 10 grand for this little shit area, this little mud hut. And then people started stealing mattresses and running off. It was hilarious, man.
Matt, yeah, so basically, what it, so, for a conclusion of everything was that Ja Rule was oblivious towards everything that took place.
Word on road is that.
So he was just sort of like the face of everything of Fyre Festival.
Are you sure he didn't know?
Well, he says he didn't know everything. My conclusion is this. Ja Rule's another tap dancing coon.
I'm tired.
The reason why he's a tap dancing coon is because throughout the whole documentary, you see how arrogant he is and the little knowledge that he has.
I don't know why he's so
throughout
arrogant.
this
He's not
whole-
relevant
Listen,
anymore.
50 buried you in 2003, my
Remember
bro.
when 50 bought free first rows to his concert? and
Even
he didn't
prior
get the-
towards that,
You didn't get the message.
this nigga hasn't been relevant since he was always on time with Ashanti. You have not been relevant since then. You want to come here and be talking nonsense, Fyre Festival, Fire. Even with that, yeah.
Died.
What's even more worse, in the documentary, there's a part of where he tells the girls, oh yeah, go in the pool right now and film, and we're going to start filming for the promo for this video. And one of the girls is like, I don't want to film. And he's like, go in the effing pool right now. I'm telling you what to do, whatnot. I mean, like, Ja Rule,
Wow, that's a bit much.
you haven't got no cojones. Some of these models, they are taller than you, my bro. Some of these models might
I
have
am
more money
tired.
than you,
I'm
bro.
glad there's no one short.
You feel me? So it just rattles me how the way he was just talking with so much umph.
In festivals all the time, I've been to festivals where things have just gone wrong, fam. Because especially in the UK, consider like when things like, you know, rain hits and shit, like it changes the dynamics of everything. If you don't sell enough tickets, everything, you got to pay all of them artists out of your own pocket.
Yeah.
So like when I was watching that shit, I was like, yeah, it was shocking. But like at the same time, I was like, that probably would have happened to me. Like if I had enough PE, I would have tried to, you know, I probably would have been in that same boat. So there was a bit of both sides of that. That's how I felt about it. And I looked at it from a kind of, obviously your values come into it and where you stop and where you cross the line. I think that's what we're all different. But I always try and look at things like that and be like, alright, it's fucked up, but would I have done different if I was in the same boat?
The documentary itself was really interesting because from a marketing, branding, whatever, like I think they were onto something. They had a really good idea. I feel like obviously if it wasn't for Billy being a dickhead, I think that generally the idea was quite good.
Yeah.
I think the way that they wanted to get a market was really good.
Yeah.
This whole influencer bubble, which I do believe will pop eventually,
Yeah.
and it will die out. But the fact that they had that much,
They did it in what, 8 weeks?
So-
Instead of 12 months?
honestly, like that many influencers in a video, like it's not easy to do all of that. I think they did it really well. But I think the festival itself could have been sick if they were just,
If he wasn't greedy.
if they weren't greedy and if they had more time, they genuinely could have made a sick. I think that would have gone down in history. Like, oh my days, this massive festival would have been sick. But
And if you think about it, it would have made him a lot of money because the market the people buying tickets for this event are rich kids. And if you imagine the amount, I can't remember the amount of attendees, but let's just say it was something like 2,000. Anyway, it was over 1,000, and they're paying like 8 grand for this, 10 grand for that. Could you imagine each of them paying X amount, paying that amount? He would have made so much money off of that festival if he just did it properly within a year.
The festivals, location. I mean, the location is not nice, then the whole thing is not nice. But I feel like the surround of it, let's say the surrounding of it is actually so important. Like,
I think so, but at the same time, I mean, look, the end one's coming to Croydon, so we know what that is. And yeah, I'm from Croydon area as well, CR, you know, but so you can screw your face up. It's fine.
I'm
Don't
not screwing,
worry, I'm back in Croydon, but I'm just saying, that, like, that's crazy. They got NAS coming to Croydon.
yeah,
Like,
that's gonna be
it's
lit.
actually mad.
I know it's
So
crazy.
the surrounding
yeah.
areas, I still think that's going to be crazy. Lloyd Park, is it?
Yeah, but surrounding area of Lloyd Park is nice.
Yeah, a little Woodside and that. But
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's not Portugal, is it? It's not Ibiza. It's you still see a tram, bro.
Yeah, that's lit.
And it ain't apple sap. But you know, no, it's cool, man. I think the festivals that are coming out over here, you know, it's a good one. Park Life looks good. You know, shout out to just Banco on that one. Wireless would piss me off, man. Why it sell out so quick?
come?
It just sold out so quick,
But you
and
know
I wasn't
what?
even that excited for it.
Do
I
you
was
know
like,
what,
my
yeah?
lack of excitement made me miss the boat.
Walking L's. Any artist now, if they was to do a festival, like, minus like a Drake or a Kendrick or anything like that, but you know they've got the corporate backing. If a veteran artist was to do a festival right now,
I believe it.
You would believe
a
it,
Skepta
but the
or
masses
something.
won't.
A Skepta or something. they'll
Right
believe
now,
it.
all right, cool. A prime
They'll believe.
example
Do you know how
was
fast Afro Nation sold out?
I was just about to say
That's
that
the
because
first year
when Afro
of
Nation,
festival, you know.
before Afro
Do you
Nation,
know whether it's real or not? They
before
bought
Afro
tickets
Nation-
like this.
yeah, but that's cool. I'm so glad you said that because before Afro Nation actually sold out, what was everyone's issue and problem about Afro Nation? They said, "Is this real?"
Yeah,
Because
and
of
also,
the
and
backfire
also, and
of
also,
Fyre Festival.
No, yeah, no, I get that.
So
But what
every
I'm-
single festival, we're gonna approach with caution.
Nah,
because of Ja
nah,
Rule.
that was just bad. No, they still bought the tickets. They
It's
still
the
sold
truth,
out.
though.
They still sold
We're
out,
gonna
though.
approach.
They
We're gonna
still
approach
sold
every
out,
single
though.
festival
No.
with caution because of this pussy or Ja Rule. That's the main reason
No, I
why.
don't think so.
So ultimately, the lineup has to be solid. And what are you marketing? What are you selling? What are you offering people that they can't experience any other festival? What makes your different? What makes your festival stand out? Every festival has its own unique selling point. Do you know what I mean? They have a certain time, what day of the weather, and their lineup always has to be popping. Do you know what I mean? When Rolling Loud came out, I saw Wireless lineup first, and I saw Rolling Loud's one, and I was like, yeah, they really just was like, yeah, Wireless, you're not on there on par still. Don't see this and block me on Wireless because I'm still coming. But I'm just saying facts. I'm stating facts. But yeah, you really have to have a massive, unique selling point. And I feel like your team is the main thing. Your team is the main. Have a core team that can have a mass contacts.
Afro Nation.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know why Miss Dynamite is there because I don't know what she's gonna Miss Dynamite.
What? Miss Dynamite is lit. When are they being a dynamite? When I get the people and I'm alive? Are you dumb on the beach?
My God.
Are you not what? Wait.
You have shame.
Are you not like boo? Should I wear? Wow! These men don't know, innit? If Miss Dynamite puts on boo, in the. Are you not serious? Wait, you not being serious? Miss Dynamite, you not mocking Miss Dynamite?
Hey.
Oh.
Carla's sister.
Wow! We didn't even know Akala when we was. I didn't even know Akala when I was a kid.
Yeah, I didn't know
him.
when I was a kid.
When we was in school, no one was really checking for Akala. So Miss Dynamite really helped Akala. But no, on a beach, Miss Dynamite would smash it. I think it'll be sick.
But I will get my tickets.
But the thing,
I don't know
Wireless
if
is
I
a
will.
vibe. It's not just when I went last year. I didn't even watch the acts. I just watched Drake and then even left. Like it's just a vibe.
You watched the whole 10 minutes of Drake. How long was he on for? 10 minutes?
Yeah, but it was lit. It was very good.
It was clarifying anyway. That was
was
a headline. That was a
sick.
headline. Is that your headline?
Yeah.
Sure.
It was sick. Like it's just a vibe. Everyone's drinking. So I feel like with Wireless, I don't necessarily go for music. You know?
I think the Wireless lineup this year is not great. I don't think personally.
No.
I feel they've got all the UK acts on it. They've got all the US acts on it. But I feel like why the fuck are they putting them US acts on a pedestal? Because it's not even like you're putting legendary US acts there. You're putting Lil Uzi Vert above certain acts that in this country. I don't think Uzi Vert should come to this country and deserve to be a bigger name than whichever. I think what was the other one? The funny thing with a festival this year actually, which was quite hilarious. I found it funny. I don't know if the viewers will find it funny, but the Burna Boy thing with Coachella, I thought that was fucking hilarious. Burna Boy were angry about the little writing, but it's like, bro, and he was saying about Tame Impala and trying to bro, Tame Impala are much bigger than you, bro. I'm sorry.
I quite like
Right.
that energy though.
Right.
That's that real energy.
Yeah,
I
but
rate
like,
it, but-
understand like you're not the biggest act there, like.
Yeah,
And then the
it's
memes of
honestly-
people like showing like empty stages and being like, yeah, like when he performs, at Coachella, this is where we'll be, and he wants bigger names and that.
Yeah.
Like it's just a size of fun, innit? You're there. Be happy with that. To be honest.
He's lying.
So what? So what? When
He's
you,
lying, he's
so
having
when
a
you saw
laugh.
that, when you saw the
Afro Nation
tickets
sold
come
out.
out, when you saw the lineup, didn't at least one of your friends say to you, "Is this real?"
No, they said, "Are you buying it? Yes or
Because
no?"
I saw people were calling up Ticketmaster UK to ask, "Is this
No, but to be
verified?"
honest,
I saw
no,
people saying,
anything,
"Oh, none
no,
of
because
the
you know
none of the
what, yeah?
artists have tweeted this, or none of the artists have
was that
posted
on?
this." This is
It was
nonsense.
on verified sites as
Ja Rule, I
well.
blame you, fam.
It was on verified sites as well.
Heard
Sites
that.
that like have guarantees, and also you had like a refund option as well for you to like have a refund on like fest ticket and stuff.
So why do they
it was
have to
never
go
going to be
through-
a thing where you know what I mean.
Why do they have to go through all of this caution, all of this precaution, and all of these stages because of one pussy's mistake?
It's not because
of
of
one
Ja-
person's document, or because of this documentary.
No, I don't think so.
Where you talk, the way you
Shut
look,
up.
where you stare, and I
That's not how
can't
it
go without you. This pussy messed everything up.
So I
He's
think that
concluded.
the key thing to making a good festival is having experienced people with you. And fam, when I used to present, I had to go festivals around the country, and I've been to like all kinds. And then, look, real talk. I'm gonna give this analysis anyway. Wireless is one kind of festival, but I think it's a whack festival for community. Like you go and see artists. Like I performed at Wireless, you know, I was DJing every day at Wireless, 12 hours a day, running the Pepsi Lounge. And we had like Migos, Chance the Rapper, we had everyone, Future, everyone. We had Travis Scott, and all of these people
What year was that?
performing. This was 2017.
Okay.
So like we're running our lounge, but the way these things are, these artists don't give a fuck. Like they come like Migos when they came on, they didn't give a fuck. Like they didn't give a fuck about the show. They were playing the tracks in the background. They couldn't be fucked. And you got thousands of people at this like tiny ass festival. One stage is there, one's in the corner there, and you have our lounge there. Fam, we had so many people that couldn't be fucked with going to the stages anymore. They all tried to get into our lounge. And we didn't have enough security, so they had to get all the security from the festival to come and make a human wall to stop people from climbing up. We had like lines 2 hours.
How does this help us create a
My
festival?
point is that like, look, Wireless is a festival everyone talks about. Everyone's
Yeah.
like, oh, that's a good, but for me, it looks like I've experienced it from the logistical side. It's shit, like they don't
What
really
would you do
plan it
better?
out. I think it's about creating the community vibe. When I said about Rototom, yeah, this reggae roots, this reggae festival, but it's about celebrating Caribbean music, but then also Africa, all of these things. When I went there, that was the first time. I've been bare festivals around them, but that was the first time I went to a festival. I was like, they've built like a village here. It's like 2 weeks in Spain. You can get a bus to the beach. You can go and party on the beaches. Then you come back. They've got camping, all of that, and basically everything goes like for instance, weed's like completely legal everywhere. Like you can go in on your way to your tents, everyone's chilling there. You come back, there are bars, there's everyone in the festival, there's tons.
So your main point is that we all have to be a community in a
a
festival.
community, like that's it.
To create a festival.
But there's no litter, there's no fam. It's bigger than that. It's like if we're gonna make this space, right? Let's respect it. Let's respect everyone here. Let's not just take bad drugs and act a fool. Let's not. And the way they organized it, they promoted it as such.
Okay.
Miss Dynamite, when you come on here, that's when I'm gonna go get something to go and eat. Cause I'm not gonna lie, I don't care for your music.
I'm
still.
going
and
nuts
the
for the
majority of
slander.
people are going to follow me and get something to eat or drink, or we're just gonna all go and weed.
Miss Dynamite, you didn't listen to Miss Dynamite?
I did. I listened to. That's the thing. I listened to it when I was a kid, yeah, and then you fell off. And
So who are you going there to see?
oh, so Davido, Burna Boy, Wizkid.
So
I'm not
Davido
gonna lie,
could just be screaming on the stage.
Actually,
You got that for me! With his round head.
Okay,
Stop begging.
Do you think he's got 50 beards? But anyway,
Beards.
Davido, I feel like I'm not the biggest fan of Davido, just for the main reason that I feel like he comes out with songs too often, so I don't get an opportunity to like really fall in love with this song before he comes out with another one.
Yeah, true.
Um,
It's a good actually observation. Man.
yeah, it's too much. I don't get enough time. With Wizkid, I think Wizkid is gonna drop out. Do you know how many performances he signed up for in that in that 2-month period? He's not gonna make. Wizkid doesn't have a very good track record of coming to all of his bookings. Unfortunately, obviously I pray that he's there because I've paid to see him, and I think he's a great artist. But unfortunately, he, when he blew off Coachella last year, I was like, oh wow, like that's a big, that's a massive festival to blow off.
Overall, yeah, do you know what I'll say with the whole wireless, well, like the festival lineup, the festival culture as a whole, it's good to see that the way that they reflect on what is popping right now within, popular culture. So right now you've got a lot of the popular artists, the top 20s, basically what's been trending on Twitter. Every artist that's trended on Twitter throughout the past previous
was
year.
different isn't on the lineup, is he?
But come on, man, what are you gonna do that one song 20 times? That's
Oh,
the
he
thing.
should have been on there.
No, chill.
He should have. He should have. He should
Every
have got
artist,
that one.
every serious artist with more than one song that was trending on Twitter is on the lineups for all
Not
of
every
these various
single artist.
artists.
Let's not.
Why?
Let's not.
Rush for the Rush is on there. NSG's on there.
That's so good.
Exactly.
I'm so happy.
Lowski's
I
on
think
there.
that you know what it is.
That's
I think
on
that lineup reflects the scene. So not everyone is in there. That we might still want extra people in there, but it's
everyone
still there's still
being successful
something.
in
There's
this
still
thing,
one.
yeah.
There's still so many different types of sounds in that lineup, and that's the beauty. And I'm gonna be so lit and so waved in that crowd.
What, for wireless?
And I will try and
Is this wireless you're
flag
talking
a
about?
free ticket to every single one of those festivals. because
Hello,
I'm not
is this
paying.
wireless you're talking about?
No, Afro
Of
Nation.
Afro Nation?
Afro Nation, I bought a ticket though. But I
Afro
bought a ticket.
Nation.
I'm pressed anyway. But I bought a ticket for Afro Nation, and the reason why is because I just want them to do well. So I bought a ticket because I wanted to actually invest in them and know that I invested in them early and to see, you know what I mean? Because this is the first of many.
Hey guys,
Lit
guess what?
festivals.
I haven't bought a ticket, but I'll be there.
I'll be there. I'll be there regardless, backstage partying with Wizkid and Davido.
I don't want to be backstage.
I will be partying with Wizkid and Davido. But, you know, at least I have my ticket. I have, you know, I'm a, what's it called?
In all seriousness, though,
supporter.
it's good to actually see the fact of that African artists are the headliners.
I mean, especially after
This
Burna Boy.
is sick.
But after Burna Boy shed a tear over that little, what's it? When he was given a smaller font, isn't it?
Yeah.
On one of the
yeah.
which festival?
Coachella, was it?
Oh, was it Coachella?
I think it was Coachella.
It was.
No, it's just 60 in the fact of African artists are the headlining acts.
Yeah.
And they can do more than just 30 minutes. These men could do an hour.
I know.
And we've seen all of them sell out the
I'm
O2
so proud
or
of
sell
them.
out. You know,
I'm
Wizkid
so
sold
proud
it
of
out.
them.
Davido recently sold it
I'm
out.
so proud of
Burna
you.
sold out when he was in Brixton as well. It's a good look. It's a very, very good look.
I love every single one of those acts.